Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution 2. So we're streaming on Twitch, and I'm trying to try something a little newish. Nowadays, you can customize a lot of stuff in the sandbox mode, and you can kind of simulate what it was like to play Operation Genesis in terms of like the gameplay loop for like a campaign or a park builder aspect for how Operation Genesis worked. So we are going to give that a shot and see how that goes, see how y'all like it, and see how close we can get to kind of making this feel like Operation Genesis, even though it's still Jurassic World Evolution 2. So obviously you can pick whatever map you want. In an Operation Genesis, you were able to pick your island. You could kind of customize the island to an extent, which was always that's one of the most heavily requested features in Jurassic World Evolution 2. But so, and we can't really customize our island, but we do have all of these to pick from, especially if you've unlocked. I think you have to unlock some of these from the challenge mode, but we are going to pick the square level on Isla Nublar to kind of stay true to the Operation Genesis vibe, if you will. We're going to go custom, and in order to make it feel more Operation Genesis-y, we're going to have Jurassic Park buildings and Jurassic Park staff and guests. This is where things can get a little tricky, and there's also some different options you could play around with. I want this to feel like how Operation Genesis campaign mode felt. So that's what I'm going to try to replicate here. So we're going to turn off egg failures, prevent eggs in a batch from failing. We'll just leave that alone. Normal disease, leave on injuries. We don't want it to be like too easy, so to speak, so leave all that normal. I am gonna this is where it kind of gets into personal preference mode. I think having the jeeps and ranger vehicles doing status checks can get a little redundant, so I'm gonna turn that off. I'll keep the feeders, so they have to restock those. Dinosaur danger, yep. Normal escapes. Intelligence off. Vehicle aggression on. Dinosaur comfort on. Herbivore fights on. Alright, negative gene. So all this will stay the same. I'll leave on contracts just because it's a bonus way to make some extra money. I'm turning the scientists off, so this is going to be very helpful. I'm not a big fan of how the scientists work in this game. Expeditions on. Well, you could make this random if you want. I'm going to stick with the way the game prioritizes the dig sites. I'm going to leave some of these things off, like the capture ability or the dinosaur exchange. But these are kind of neat little extra ways you could get more dinosaurs quickly. Research on, because we don't want to just have everything researchable right away. Task time is like how quickly things happen. I'm not really sure how I feel about this one. Looks like the default 75%. We'll leave it at that, and if it feels like things are... I'm going to turn it up to 100%. I kind of feel like the default is a little bit on the slow side. Operation building limits. I'll click off. I think that's just for extra decorations. Unlimited power off, and technically in Operation Genesis you don't need power stations, but that's something I want to keep in mind for this game. Infinite fuel. I'll just turn that to on, one less kind of annoying pop-up to deal with. Invincible vehicles off, sabotage risk, normal, instant construction on, sure. Medium, cash, and all the difficulties will be on normal. Environment, I'm just gonna keep it at daytime just for visibility purposes, and I'll just do current biome for the foliage, and we'll do the Jurassic Park color grading. Alright, let's start and see how it goes. Alright, so let's go ahead and pause. So one thing you can do, which I plan to kind of try to stay true to, is in Operation Genesis everything had to be built on like a grid of only like 90-degree angles basically. So I'm going to kind of do that, but it won't always work out 100% basically, but one easy way to try to stay true to that is to turn the see, right now if I hit rotate it's a full range of motion, but if I hit shift on keyboard to toggle the angle snap, now everything, it moves in like a specific angle. So basically once I set down our arrival point, which I'm gonna just kind of put it like right in the center-ish. I'm not gonna like worry too much about trying to keep it too perfect looking, but I do want to make sure that this is at a parallel angle or line to the border, which it is. So let's just go roughly about here, set that down, and now when I go to put down paths, all I have to do is try to keep everything on a grid from the starting point. So basically I'm just going to keep everything at either a 90-degree angle, or maybe occasionally I'll use like a 45-degree angle or something. You'll see that's every now and then something like the way that the buildings work will kind of make that it'll be easier than you would think to screw that up. But we'll try to stay as true to that as we can. Okay, so that's started. Let's pull up the control room. So yeah, let's get all of our facility buildings down. Alright, so the arrival point, the control center, science center, and the expeditions. So yeah, the helicopter is gonna come in and land this way, I guess. So let's see. I always like to kind of have the facilities separate from like the main guest area, so let's have like a little bit of an offshoot, and we'll use a facility path. And then we'll see how it goes. We might have to move some of this stuff later, but for now I just want to have kind of a separate area for the facilities. So, Science Center. There. Expedition. Alright, so let's see. All I have right now is the backup generator. It looks like I need to research the power station, which is a little bit annoying. Especially since I just, well actually this, I don't think this even technically needs power. So for now I guess I'll just put this here. And what else do I... Well, now we can look at our expeditions anyway. So another thing that we could try to do is exclusively use Operation Genesis dinosaurs. I'm kind of curious. I kind of like that idea, but there's a lot of the best dinosaurs in this game are non-Operation Genesis dinosaurs, so... I think maybe we can start with Operation Genesis dinosaurs and then maybe expand from there, but... So let's see, I'm pretty sure... Oh, we have 0% of everything, so... We can go for Ceratosaurus or Dilophosaurus first. The Ceratosaurus is actually cheaper, so let's go there. So this is one of the places where this gets a little funky because there's no scientists. You can technically just research until you run out of money or you have no more things to unlock. So I don't know if you noticed, but you are for now. You're still limited to one dig team though, which is annoying. That's one of my least favorite things about this game is the one expedition limit. So the counter is that, like I said, you can have a lot of research going on at the same time. A lot of this is still locked, but let's see. Okay, good. I need to release a dinosaur to unlock that. So let's just click this one for now so we can get the power station. And anything else in here that's worthwhile? So just to kind of prove my point, I'll grab each of these. And so you can see all of our research stuff is starting to pile up over here. Because there's no scientists, we don't have to worry about scientist limit, which is really nice. Okay, so I guess I'll unpause for now because we need to have the expedition head out. And what other things can we do? I should probably have a control center. I kind of had a feeling this one was going to be too big to fit in the little square, but that's okay. See, this is one of the buildings. It's gonna force me to not do a perfect connection, but that's okay. Not that big of a deal. And so those are some of our diseases unlocked. Alright, so where do we want our first enclosure? We'll kind of have all of the like intro, like here's all of your food stuff, and then we'll start to branch out a bit. One thing I do want to try, because I think it'll be just keep things helpful for us, is to put the vet and the ranger teams in a good spot. So we want the response facility. Let's put them over here, but we'll have them facing out this way so they can drive easier. And you have to, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it is very, oh yeah, that's right, I have to research the paleomedical facility, which I can't do until I have a dinosaur, so for now, let's just connect this. Ta-da! Alright, so our first fossils are here. You'll see too, like it seems like we have a lot of money, but we will burn through this pretty quickly. Let's do one more expedition for Ceratosaurus before I commit to getting the DNA out of there. Right, in the meantime, so this is where we're gonna start expanding out in this direction here. So let's get our first enclosure in. We'll use the, I think this is the more Jurassic Park looking fence. So this is another area because technically no matter if I click and do this, it's not snapping onto the grid. However, I just thought of something. There is a way to kind of trick the game into going with our whole grid snappy strategy here. So I'm not going to be spending like a ton of time making the exhibits look crazy fancy, but I do want to at least do a little bit of exhibit design. So I always like to either elevate the viewing or lower the exhibit a little bit. So anyway, we can place a viewing gallery and see what we'll do is the viewing gallery snaps onto the grid. So we'll put this here. Right there. And so now that is on a perfect 90-degree angle, the fence will also be just the way we want it. And so this is going to have our Ceratosaurus, and we'll probably have several of them in here, so we want to make this relatively big, but we don't want to bankrupt us. So we'll do like a 3 deep and 6 wide, or actually no, we'll have it go here. Oops. that one wasn't snapped right. Okay, there we go. Can I move this? I wanted to maybe scoot it down a little bit. There we go. See in the... There we go, just... rather like that. Alright. Okay, once we now we have 2 stacks of Ceratosaurus fossils. Oh, yeah, we got the amber now. So 1, 2, 3. That'll get us to 87%, so we can definitely incubate at that point. So, and I don't have to designate a scientist for that, which is extremely satisfying. Alright, let's get our power grid set up. It would make me very happy if this... Oop, let me just move the power generator. Move building. Put here. And... there we go. Isn't that just gorgeous? So let's set down our substations. We will upgrade to large substations later. Substation, so that's in range. Let's put one here. Substation. Let's go right about there. And let's try to keep... there we go. 1. That helicopter is in the way, so let's have this. The expedition center thing is in the way, so how about this way? And I think I just need to connect this path here. Okay, sweet. And now we have... did I somehow not use up any fuel? Huh. Maybe it's because well, whatever. We have the backup generator. I may have set up something where it didn't cost me any fuel somehow. Our fossils are good. I forgot to send out the next expedition. We are very close. Oh, actually, no, we already have what we need to make Ceratosaurus 100%, so... if we're going to go with the whole only JPOG dinosaurs, so we need to research another dinosaur then. So Struthiomimus technically wasn't in, and I need to have 10 dinosaurs to get Gallimimus. Okay, that's super cool. Kentrosaurus was a JPOG dinosaur, so we could research Kentrosaurus. Apatosaurus is not a JPOG dinosaur. At the moment I release the Ceratosaurus, I'll have Corythosaurus unlocked. Carnotaurus is not a JPOG dinosaur, unfortunately. We already have Dilophosaurus, which is also a JPOG dinosaur, but let's research Kentrosaurus. Because I'd like to get a carnivore and a herbivore in. And let's see, it looks like I can research some other stuff now. So yeah, we need all this basic guest attraction module. We need to get a lot of this kind of like basic intro stuff. So the repeater substation you can do later. We don't have scientists, but I might put a staff building down just to make it look more like an actual park. So let's get our sort. Actually, no, we can wait to extract that DNA from the Ceratosaurus. We need to get the hatchery built. So I guess we can just put it here. Let's just put it here for now. We can always move it later. Okay, Ceratosaurus, modify genome. Alright, I don't have, like, I should probably take the time to go pick, like, favorites. Because a lot of these skin combinations look funky to me, honestly, so we're just gonna roll the dice and see what comes out. So, but otherwise, that's all I'm gonna do. I guess I can do that. Give him a long life chance. And in the meantime, we can make our exhibit look a little more interesting. Because right now it looks pretty basic. Unlocked. And let's lower this a little bit further. This will be where like the watering hole is. And this will carry over into whatever we put over here, which will probably be Kentrosaurus. Let's see what we got. 4 eggs. I have the characters muted. I should probably unmute it just so we can hear Cabot, and literally for no other reason. Let's incubate all 4 of these. How much? That's going to be almost 2.5 million, but Ceratosaurus will be a big boost to the park rating. And let's put some trees down here, and there, and there. Use the less dense forest to cover up these areas. Make it look a little more interesting on the outside. And let's paint the water area with some, ooh, that's rock. Let's use dirt. That's better. Okie doke. And let's paint the rest of it with some, put some shrubs in there. It's very neat how much how much better the game looks if you actually cover areas with shrubs and rocks. Otherwise, it can look very plain. So then we want tropical rock, random rock. Sometimes all you need to do to make something look a little more interesting is click spam rocks everywhere. And by sometimes, I mean all the time. And let's put like a couple of choice trees down in here. Like this one. And this guy. A couple of these. And do we have any, like a medium carnivore? Here we go, carnivore enclosure. Let's put it, the guests will be coming from this way, so let's put it there. What else do we got? What else can we put down? Ooh, it's actually just a storm, or is it? I think it's just raining. There is like I still enjoy it and everything, but there is like an overwhelming a number of decorations you can put down in this game. The favorite. The trash bins are back. What about benches? Oh my goodness. But they're not snapped onto the angle the way I want them. No. Alright, so I just have to hit shift. And now I can move it so that it actually sits the way I want it to. What else? Any other fancy decorations? Maybe. I always think that these pillars look really good. There we go. Alright. I think we're ready to release our first dinosaurs. Two of them came out looking like exactly the same, maybe, but the other two, this guy, I like this one. So it says they're missing forest right now, and I know this has probably been patched for a while. Also, do they need live prey? And they need 2 prey feeders. So this one. One there and right there. And let's see. Let's get the cool looking Jurassic Park gate over here. And let's make it look more real-ish with some dirt. It's like that's where this is where the Jeep comes in. There's some there we go. Let's clear out these trees just a teeny bit here. There we go. That'll do. do they have enough forest now? They want a little more forest. I can oblige that for them. That's pretty good. Oh, they're fighting. Who's gonna be the alpha? Is it you? Even though you ran away? Okay, I guess it's you. Okie doke. Is the park open? Okay, I guess it automatically opened, maybe. Okay, so now we need to do all the guest stuff. So let's put some amenities down. Food, drink, and shopping. I know you can. Oh, it'll just take a second. It'll just take a second. Give me the Jurassic Park looking roof, please. Thank you. And I'm not gonna focus on these things for right now, even though that's just like, I will eventually. I don't want to. I'm not a fan of the like super duper micromanagement that you have to do with these things. Alright, so they look a little more Jurassic Parky now. And I forgot to send out our Kentrosaurus dig team. But that's on its way now. Restrooms. They're going to give me a contract now. Like, oh, it's giving me the choice to pick one. Restroom there, and shelter. I'll put the shelter over here. Okay, let's take a moment, I guess, to address this so I can make a little more money. Alright, there we go, just the fossil display. Okay, accommodation rating 0%, 20%. Comfort, shelter coverage is somehow only 66%, really? I mean, I guess that makes sense, but the guests should only be in this area of the park right now. So somehow, like from... Alright. Let's fix that problem. We will just connect this to this. And that should mostly fix the shelter issue. And they want a hotel. So for now, let's just put one here. I think this is a nice spot for one. Okay, So let's see. I'm hoping we're making actual money now. Yes, we are. Paths at full capacity, so I should go and research better paths, I guess. I need to reach a 1.0 park rating first, which I'm very close to. And I can go ahead and research the bigger amenities, I guess. Alright. Oh, you know what? I just realized something rather important that I haven't researched is this thing, the medical facility. I should do that right away, because illness will still happen. We're still playing what is like essentially Operation Genesis, like challenge mode light, if you will. Okay, there's our Kentrosaurus fossils. Oh, good. We needed these. We're running a little low on the money. So let's focus on getting this. Okay, we can get all the way to 82% on Kentrosaurus. And let's just send out the next, get that to 100. I think I picked the wrong, I want the classic standard path on here. There we go. Let's check out the actual view. I like that you can use these to interact with the view and everything, but like, if you go into capture mode and just like park yourself in like an area and watch, that's much better, I think. Research is about to be done. The paleomedical facility is ready. We need to get that put down. Oh yeah, angle snap back on. There we go. Put that right here. And facility pathing. Facility pathing. Hello? What was going on there? Am I missing something? The path isn't coming up. Am I glitched here? Maybe? Okay, that works. Facility path. Oh, it's because I have a replace. I think that's what it was. I had a replace turned on. That'll do it, I guess. Alright, so we got all that stuff's ready, and we can start. Oh, we got more fossils. Alright, so that should get both of them to 100%, I think. But we can get started on our Kentrosaurus enclosure, which was I'm going to have that be the one that connects to Ceratosaurus here. So let's make this one a little smaller. Well, let's do a 3x3 square. Alright, let's, I guess I'm just gonna fly them over, which is always kind of annoying to me. Like, I'm glad that's a feature now, but it's always cooler to watch them come out of the gate animation, so... how long is that gonna take? 1 minute? Let's wait. Let's design the exhibit while we wait for that to finish. So we're gonna have the water carry over from there. And that looks good. We will have this go in a little bit more so it makes it a little more interesting. And let's smooth some of this out a little bit so it's not so steep. And for now, all we have are the basic viewing gallery. So we're just gonna have to stick with that for right now. That looks good. And what does Kentrosaurus like to eat? Ground fiber is all it wants. So we will put, let's have like this be a grazing area here by the guest area, and everything else will be like dense forest. And we'll have like lighter forest that kind of leads down here. And then they want ground fiber, so this whole area here will be where they can eat. And I might as well cover this all up with ground fiber also. And time for some random rocks. I always like, let's put some rocks, some of the bigger rocks, so that we can pretend that the rocks are blocking the direct line of sight to the Ceratosaurus. That'll do. They're at 100% now, I think, right? Yes, modify genome. I actually remember that. I thought that this color combination was quite cool. And there's also like all these, there's like a variant Kentrosaurus that I don't remember this one at all. Is this a Camp Cretaceous thing? It's probably a Camp Cretaceous thing. Let's just like have some of these, because this looks kind of cool, doesn't it? And we'll just do random. Like, let's see how this comes out. I'm not going to be able to affect that, and I'm not going to be able to affect those things. I guess I could research some of them, but I'm not going to I'm not too worried about it right now. But yeah, we'll just do random. Kentrosaurus 2015. Their minimum population is 2, so that shouldn't be a problem, because the batch size is 5. Alright, I need to get the gate down. And remember, because I turned off the whole, like, check thing, I don't need that little ranger station. I guess it wouldn't be a terrible idea, though, because the vet automatically goes out there when they get sick. So, social. Technically, that means they all have a chance to fight each other, but I feel like that's way less of a... We'll find out if that's actually going to be a problem, because if they keep fighting each other and injuring themselves, then we'll know. Dirt. So we're going to continue the dirt book over here. So yeah, let me know what y'all think. Does this feel more like Operation Genesis because of how I mean, just the structures of everything, to me, definitely makes me feel like I'm playing, like, it feels more Operation Genesee, just based on the squares everywhere. I know I'm not the first person to try this idea. I know it's been done before, so I'm not trying to, like, claim this as some novel idea that I had. But, I guess I wanted to show how you can use the sandbox to make it a little more Operation Genesee. Alright, so we're gonna have to fly these guys over, which is a little annoying, but oh well. While they're being flown over, let's continue decorating. Use some...
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Kentrosaurus to the park.
Some dirt. Some dirty grass looking dirt. And decorations. I don't think there's like a Stegosaurus sign. There's just like a generic looking herbivore sign. So I'm probably just not going to use that. Do we have green banners?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Kentrosaurus to the park.
Doesn't really look like it. Ooh, let's check out our new Kentrosaurus. Definitely, the spikes are much more aggressive on this one than the default. The territory is still expanding.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Kentrosaurus to the park.
Alright, Oh, that's right, I forgot I researched these. So let's do this one. That's making less money somehow. Can I just be all I can do for right now, I guess. Let's see this one. Ooh. So cute and spiky. Oh, I like this one looks. I think this one looks better than the default. The texture of the scales and stuff is definitely a little more detailed, I think. Ooh, look at that one. Just spicy dining. Blank pattern of the somber desert. Alright, so they are content. They're still expanding their territory, so it looks like they're going to be at 100% happiness, or close to it. Let's continue making this look a little more festive. I always like to frame the exhibit so it's not just an empty void on the outside. Okay, so we're pretty well established. I think we'll call it for now. Hopefully I can get this posted and maybe see some comments.
Our weather reports have identified an approaching hurricane. Please await further instructions.
Uh-oh. Just kidding. Let's survive our first storm first. I haven't saved this yet. Now's a good time to save. Sandbox. New save. I'll call this JPOG 2. This is my second time playing through like a JPOG version. I kind of did a trial run to see if it was possible, and it went relatively well-ish, so I figured let's try it for reals. Open shelters. Alright, is this gonna be like, it said I heard the guy say hurricane. Where do you think you're going? So this clearly isn't a tornado. The one that would have came down by now, so... injured from the storm. So I guess I have to research that. Prevent dinosaurs with infected wound from fighting for 90 seconds. So I should probably tranquilize it, because it said agitated from storm. How long is this? Is like one, it's not a tornado, but this is a pretty long storm. Oh my god, I thought the Kentrosaurus was a guy or a person in the enclosure screaming. Did anyone else hear it that way? I haven't heard the like 2015 roar or whatever that it makes. So yeah, I thought that was a person that somehow ran into the. Yeah, do you hear that? It sounds like a person. That's weird. Kentrosaurus has always made strange noises. Okay, so it damaged like literally every single building in the park. That's super cool. Thank you. Alright, until I get those little ranger outposts set up, I have to manually send everything. Let's see, so yeah, this got... Boop, boop, boop. Alright. We can open closed shelters. Yeah, I know the profit dropped by 315%. Thank you. Sorry for having safety of our customers in mind. Oh, it's gonna keep dinosaurs disease-free. Well, my park rating is probably gonna go up really quickly because we're actually back in business, Mr. Hammond. Now that the storm has passed, so I'll pick that one. Just staring at each other. Oh, is this the one that was tranquilized? Does anyone else hear? The Kentrosaurus sounds like a person. Like, this is like a... That can't just be me. Okay, well, anyway, we survived our first storm. We're doing pretty solid so far, so I'm curious to see what y'all think of this. I hope I hope y'all find it interesting. Let me know what you think, and we'll continue to expand our JPOG simulation in Jurassic World Evolution 2. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.